Hey there, nice to meet you. My name's Colton Sosa. So, fun fact, 97% of businesses never make it to that $100,000 a month mark in their business, meaning, $1 million a year in revenue plus. And that is because a lot of the time, lack of cash flow, lack of leads, lack of the ability to market for their business and bring in cash. Almost all business owners don't have a problem with spending money. The hardest part about having business is making money and making sure you have enough customers coming in the literal or virtual door. So what we're going to be going through today is how you can avoid being one of those 90% of businesses that fail within the first 5 years, and how to do Facebook ad marketing for your business. There's going to be 3 main things that we go through with Facebook ads that matter significantly more than anyone realizes, and along with that, it's what's going to help propel you forward and crush it with Facebook ads and make a buttload of money. Facebook is a gold mine. Now, a disclaimer or something I do want to have mindset-wise in this video is I do want to say Facebook ads do work. They work very well, and it does depend on what you're doing with them and what help you have, what knowledge you have, and as well along those lines, it depends on what your business is. So what I recommend doing right now is pause the video, don't be silly, and don't avoid ChatGPT. Use it here and there, use it smart, don't use it for everything, but use it right now really quick and go on chat and say, hey, my business is X, and I'm looking to do, my business is XYZ. Let's say you have a plumbing business, and I'm looking to run ads for my business, Facebook ads specifically. I am curious if I can be profitable running Facebook ads for my business and what results other people have found. Because there are businesses that don't succeed at Facebook ads, and sometimes it's because they didn't know how to run the Facebook ads. Other times it's possible that Facebook ads are not the best way for them to grow their business. For example, I'm trying to think of a business that for example, a mechanic shop. It is possible to run ads for a mechanic shop and get $5 cost per lead. So they get someone's information for $5, and their average ticket price for that mechanic shop is $350. So if they're able to close 1 in every 10 of those, which is a very low close rate, but if they're able to work with 1 in every 10 of those $5 leads, then they're spending $50 to get a close. If they're spending money on ads and they spend $50 to get a lead, and they're closing 1 in every 10 of those $50 leads, then they're going to be spending $500 to be able to make $300, and that is a loss. So all of that to say, you can get different results depending on what ads you're running, and also you need to be paying attention to your profit margins. It is extremely important to know your numbers in a business, and that is the only reason that the big businesses are as big as they've gotten, is because they know their numbers inside and out, and that's how you're going to be able to succeed. That's how I'm learning to succeed right now, is by paying attention to my costs on ads, my costs on spending, my costs on revenue, my profit margins, all of those things. I need to know those inside and out. Do Facebook ads work for your business? If you have low ticket items, the idea is, if you can close someone once at your mechanic shop and have them come back in later, then you have a higher lifetime value with that client. Let's say you change their oil and you do a great job and they remember you next time they want to change your oil. You don't have to keep running ads to get that client again. Ideally, they'll just come in again and you make money off of them for who knows how long, depending on how long they're in your area and how long they enjoy your service. Same thing with window cleaning, recurring subscription. Cleaning homes is a recurring thing. So those work well for small ticket. For higher ticket items, let's say landscaping, let's say kitchen remodels, let's say siding on houses, any of those things, can be sold for $10, $20, $30, $50,000. So if you're able to spend $1,500 a month on ads and you're able to get a close for $30,000, that's what is that, like a 10x, 15x return on your ad spend. So that's kind of what we're looking at, is how much money are we spending and what's our return on investment with that. So Facebook ads do work. Like I said, ask ChatGPT. That's my disclaimer, is that not everything works exactly the same for every business. The businesses that I tend to work with, I always make sure that I am working with people that I know I can get results for, and I need to be hyper aware as a marketing agency owner that I'm not bringing on clients that I can't help, because there are absolutely people where they might be better off just running Google ads. And that's just going to come down to your business. So maybe do some research on that. So to jump right into it, what are the 3 things that you need to know about Meta ads, Facebook ads, to be able to crush it and make a buttload of money? The first one is going to be, what is your offer? Obviously you're like, okay, let's say for example, I own a lawn care business and I have a subscription where people pay X amount of dollars a month, and I come and have my team mow their lawn. You can make an ad saying, hey, we have lawn care and we'll take care of it, call the number below. Doesn't sound very interesting. So one aspect of marketing is obviously making it interesting and all of that, but the other side of it is having an offer that people actually want. So one of the best ways to determine that is, how can I take my generic, very general idea of what I'm selling and turn it into something more niche and more enticing and more valuable to people. For lawn care, it might be the fact that if they sign up for you within the next 30 days, then they get their first month free, or and then you're closing them for 6-month contracts. Or maybe you're giving them a discount on every referral they give you, or maybe you're only looking to take on so many more clients. That's creating urgency. But yeah, what offer can you create that's not just a general offer? For example, for plumbers, if a plumber's saying, hey, I'll fix your pipes, call me now. In that ad, that's not going to get many people. However, if they say, hey, I'm offering a water heater, and these water heaters are the best in the industry, we will come and replace them within 24 hours of you filling out this information below, and we will also give you a bonus Traeger grill with your purchase. I'm not saying that's a perfect offer, that's just literally off the top of my head. The point being, it's very specific and it's enticing, and people want extra things, people want value, people want things done quickly, people want things done high quality. So if you can find ways to incorporate those into your offer, it's going to completely change if people click on your ad or not, because that's really what it comes down to. People can watch your ads all day. You could get 50,000 views on your ads over a month, but if not a single person clicks on your ads, you're not going to make a single dime. So if you can entice them through a really clear offer, that's going to matter a ton. When it comes to the second thing, it's I would say filming with someone that knows what they're doing. Filming is not always straightforward. You can film on your own. The idea behind it, though, is if you can film your ads in a way that makes them interesting, that makes them dynamic, that also is they're edited well, where there's very little gaps in between, where things are taken out that don't need to be in there. There's captions, things to keep their attention. That's going to be very important. Lighting is very important as well. Obviously the main thing with ads is making sure that they're interesting. So the thing to go along with filming that I'd say is a little branch is having really good scripts. And that doesn't mean you need to become a copywriter, but writing really is a skill. It is a very valuable skill, and the ability to understand, how can I call out my ideal audience? How can I hook them within the first 3 seconds? How can I get them to click on this ad through what I'm saying in this video and what we're filming? It's not as simple as just saying, hey, film a good video. It's, what am I saying in this video that's going to get them to click the ads? And then the last thing I would say is going to be having variations in your ads. So, you've got, sorry, there's a kid screaming. So I would say, you can film an ad. When I'm saying film ads, I mean creating variations. So you don't just want to film a singular video and then, from there hope that it works. You want to film a video with variations. So what that looks like is you have a body that's maybe 45 seconds long, saying like what the offer is, hitting those pain points, whatever is hard for them to hear in a good way. And what I mean by that is, like people that need a water heater, they maybe don't want to change it, or maybe they feel like it's something that hasn't been working. So those are pain points, they're difficult things. So if we can hit those pain points, and then along with that, if we can have hook variations. And what I mean by hook variations is, how can we have 5 different beginnings of the video, so the first 3 seconds of the video that catch their attention, and then we attach those to the same body of the video. So people will say, like, hey, hey Utah homeowners, I am replacing water heaters for a limited time offer. We're doing it at $1,500 instead of $2,000. I don't recommend saying the price, and that's not the best hook. But the point being that you're trying to catch their attention within 5 seconds. A good example might be, visual hooks. So like someone tripping and falling, or someone, maybe a good part of a hook would be like if you're catering towards roofers, or you are a roofer, walking on a roof as you're filming, stuff like that. So how can we catch their attention within those first 3 seconds, and then have it transition into the rest of the video? If you test those variations, that's going to make a big difference. Now, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed now. I gave you a lot of information. We've got the offer, we've got the filming and editing and scripting, and then we've got the hooks and variations. Those 3 things are very vital. You probably feel like, well, I want to run ads, but it's hard, I don't know how. There are plenty of videos out there to teach you. However, running ads is not as simple as learning overnight. You'll learn the basics overnight, but it's easy to spend money wrong. It's easy to not feel like you know what metrics to look for. So if you want to learn, go ahead, save some money and spend that time. If you don't have time, and your time is better spent in other areas, administration of the business and managing your employees, and focusing on the sales of the business, then I would recommend hiring a marketing agency. I own Focus Media House. I'm out of Spanish Fork, Utah, and I bring on businesses. I say, okay, what are your goals? How can we hit them? And I make sure that they're the type of business we want to work with. But essentially, the goal is to help you save time and money, because you could spend $3,000 on a cheap employee and get lackluster results and have them script, edit, and film everything, and it takes a lot longer, or you'll never get results because you can't guarantee that. Or you can spend $8,000 to $10,000 on a high quality employee that knows exactly what they're doing, someone like me, except they're working just for you, and be out a lot of extra money. So what we're here to do is make it less expensive while still having that quality, while still having a fast turnaround time, by having a team between me, the editors, I'm the filmer, I'm the script writer, and media buyers that can make sure your ads are always staying on, make sure we're always filming videos, making sure we're taking care of everything that you need. And as a bonus, we help you find someone that can be in the videos for you, because a lot of business owners like you and I, we don't want to be in our ads, and it's not necessary for us to be in our ads. And that's sometimes because we're self-conscious. We're not actors, we're not models usually. So if we can find someone that's really comfortable with being in ads, they've done it before, they're going to crush it. So we film them, we help you find the person that works for your business, we film them, and then ideally you're able to not have to be in your ads, but you're still able to see the results from those ads. So yeah, ads work. Those are the 3 things I recommend keeping an eye on as your beginning meta ads, and those things will scale your business very quickly. A quick example of a client I work with is a siding/rain gutter business here in Utah. They run ads to people that need siding on their home or need rain gutters. We started running their ads, and we got them 50 leads in 1 month. And if they're closing about 25% of those or so, they're able to close, about like 12 to 15 of those. They're generating about $300,000 a month from the $1,500 of ad spend that they're putting into Meta. So, the return is absolutely absurd. It's crazy. It's amazing to be able to see that, and it's life-changing for a lot of people like you and I, because we really do desire to grow a business that we are proud of, grow a business that enables us to get our time back and to be able to take care of our families. So yeah, amazing thing. Facebook ads, I definitely recommend checking them out. And yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day.